dear students. Today's lesson is about angles of elevation and angles of depression. An angle of elevation is this angle above the horizontal, where you can see something above the horizontal, where you elevate your sight. Angles of depression, as shown here, your eye is upon a hill and you want to see a car. So first of all, there is a horizontal line from which you measure the angle of depression because your sight will be lowered below the horizontal. Let's start with the angles of elevation. Usually we don't draw a human being. We don't show his height. Usually in angles of elevation and angles of depression, we are only concerned in the eye, as if the eye is on the ground. And here is the horizontal ground, and here is the vertical tree, and vertical with horizontal, there is a 90 degrees angle, which is formed. And you'll elevate your sight to see a bird on the tree. Here you are forming a right angle triangle. The distance between the eye and the tree is 25 meters. The height of the tree above the horizontal ground is 6 meters. This is the distance between the eye and the bird. And we can use either SOHCAHTOA or Pythagoras Theorem. No, we will not use Pythagoras Theorem because when we need to find an angle in a right angle triangle, we use SOHCAHTOA. Remember, my previous videos were about the basics of trigonometry. We explained the SOHCAHTOA and Pythagoras Theorem. So, what is the relation between the two values, which is the 25 and the 6, which is the base of the triangle and the height of the triangle? What is the relation between them and the angle? We said before that the side connecting the angle to the right angle, we call it adjacent. And the side which is opposite to the angle, this is the angle, and it's exactly opposite to it, we call it opposite. Let's remember. SOHCAHTOA. TOA is the ratio which is dealing with no hypotenuse. Opposite over adjacent. So it is 10. Just write 10 theta equals opposite over adjacent. If you need the angle theta without the function tan, you cannot divide by the word tan because tan is a function. It's a trigonometric function. You click tan inverse 6 over 25. Remember, angles are always one decimal place unless mentioned. Shift tan 6 over 25 equals, of course, you'll get an infinite number, but you round it to the nearest one decimal place. Now about angles of depression. You have to know that the horizontal is very important in both questions. Here is the horizontal. Because the ground is horizontal in math. And the trees are vertical in math. So vertical with horizontal, they form a 90 degrees. Also, here is the horizontal line of sight. Also, we have a horizontal ground. So, two horizontals are parallel. What about the hill? The hill is vertical. So, vertical with horizontal, they form what? A 90 degrees. Okay, where is the angle of depression? Angle of depression is formed with the horizontal and then you lower your side. Here is your eye above the hill. There is a horizontal line of sight, and then you lower your eye below the horizontal. Take care, this is the angle of depression. You have two options. Either you deal with this right angle triangle, or you deal with this right angle triangle. Both of them will give the same result, but take care that you have to show that this theta is the same here. Okay? So what are the information on this right angle triangle? Also, this is the opposite to the angle. This is the adjacent. Okay? So now you are dealing with so or ka or toa? Toa. So you'll write that tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. Now we need to find theta. So tan inverse opposite over adjacent. Shift tan 120 over 200 equals 30.964. If you need to make it as one decimal place, it will be 31.0 because the 6 will add up 1 to the 9. So it will be 31.0, one decimal place. I need to remind you that in angles of elevation and angles of depression, you have to start from the horizontal and then either you elevate your side or you lower your side. Everyone knows what is an elevator. An elevator is a lift. When you ride the lift, it raises you from the ground floor to the floor you live in. So elevator, it lifts you up. Okay, angles of elevation, it means you elevate your side. First of all, you draw the horizontal line from the eye and then you start elevating your side. This is the angle between the horizontal line and the object you want to see. The angle of depression, first of all, you draw a horizontal line from your eye. Of course, depression, everyone knows what is depression. Depression means your mood will be down. So you lower your eye. It gives an impression that your eye is getting lower to see something which is below your sight. First of all, you draw the horizontal line and then you look down below the horizontal line and this is the angle. This is theta. You can draw it as horizontal, as alternate angles are equal. You can find angle theta from the yellow triangle or from the blue triangle. And here is another example. In this example, he needs to find, here are two villages. A and B are two villages. If the horizontal distance between them is 12 kilometers, here is the horizontal distance between them. It's 12 kilometers. And the vertical distance between them is 2 kilometers. He needs you to find the shortest distance between the two villages and the angle of elevation of B from A. First of all, we have to form a right angle triangle. Okay, here is a horizontal line. Just below the B, we have to stop just below the B and draw a vertical line. Here is a right angle, vertical with horizontal, and then connect AB. So this is a right angle triangle. You know the height, you know the base, and what does it mean, the angle of elevation of B from A? Let's first speak about the shortest distance. The shortest distance means just connect. This is the hypotenuse. This is the shortest distance distance between A and B. So shortest distance, just connect. Shortest distance, just connect. Shortest distance, just connect. You just connect A and B, and this is the hypotenuse. So this part is Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem states that AB squared equals 12 squared plus 2 squared. AB squared is 148. Then you click square root of answer equals AB is square root of 148, which is 12.2 kilometers. About lengths of sides, you find the 3 significant figures or more according to CIE instructions. Now we need to find the angle of elevation of from A, B from A, your eye at A, B from A, B from A, B from A, your eye at A. So here's the eye at point A, and here is the horizontal line from the eye, and you elevate your sight to see the village B. So where is the angle of elevation? This one. You can name it theta, you can name it any letter you wish. And here you have its opposite, here you have its adjacent. So it is tan. So this angle theta is tan inverse. Now we are getting professional. Opposite over adjacent. Shift tan 2 over 12 equals 9.5 degrees. This is all angles should be given to one decimal place. Next question. A girl standing on a hill. Here is the girl, G. Standing on a hill. Of course, you'll expect its angle of depression because she will. Let's read it. Okay. A girl standing on a hill at A, here, can see a small boat at a point B on a lake. If the girl is at a height of 50 meters above B and at a horizontal distance of 120 meters away from B, calculate the angle of depression of the boat from the girl. And calculate the shortest distance between the girl and the boat. First of all, we have to sing the angle of depression of B from G, B from G, B from G, where I at G, B from G, B from G, where I at G. Locate the eye. Here is the eye. And you draw a horizontal line from the eye till you come above the boat. And then a vertical line. And now we have to form a right angle triangle. Ta-da-da. This right angle triangle, we should show angle of depression. Where is the angle of depression? From the horizontal line, you lower your sight and you can see the boat. So B from G, B from G, B from G, your eye at G. Let's go back. Angle of elevation of B from A, B from A, I at A. I at A. And here the boat, which is B from G, your I at G. from G. Make from G your eye at G. So now we have everything on the pink triangle. Here's the height, 50 meters. And there is an important fact that the level of the sea is always horizontal. Even if you have some water in your bottle and you tilt the bottle, the level of the water will be always horizontal, even if you make the bottle like that, or you make it like that. The level of the water is always horizontal. So this distance is 120, and this is also 120, and this is 50. And this is the angle. This is the opposite to the angle. This is the adjacent, because it's connecting the angle to the right angle. It's 10. So theta is tan inverse opposite over adjacent. You click Shift tan, opposite over adjacent. The angle will be 22.6 degrees, 1 decimal place. Remember what did we say about shortest distance? Shortest distance, just connect. Shortest distance, just connect. So this is the shortest distance between the girl and the boat. It's usually the hypotenuse. How to find it? We'll say, yes, Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras is not dealing with any acute angles. It's dealing with the three sides of the triangle. Okay? I advise that we better extract the triangle and we write all information you know, like 120, like 50, like x, and this is the hypotenuse. So you'll write x, which is GB squared, is equal to 120 squared plus 50 squared. Remember, Pythagoras theorem states that the square of the hypotenuse equals the sum of the squares of the two shorter sides. So 120 squared plus 50 squared is equal to 16,900. We need to find GB. It is square root of 16,900. Just click square root of answer equals, oh, it will be 130. Is it in meters? Yes, it is. Now it's quiz time. It looks like an airplane. Yes, it is. A plane is flying at an altitude of 6 kilometers. Altitude means height. Directly over the line AB. It spots two boats, A and B, on the sea. Oh, I repeat the same fact. The sea level is always horizontal. Here is the sea level, which is always horizontal. And here are the two points A and B. And we are now concerned with the pilot's eye. Let's read. If the angles of depression of A and B from the plane are 60 degrees and 30 degrees respectively, calculate the horizontal distance between A and B. So the pilot will draw a horizontal line. It means horizontal, and also the sea level is horizontal, then they are parallel lines. Two horizontals are parallel. Say two horizontals are parallel. And because of parallelism, you know, the Z-shaped angles, which are the alternate angles, are equal. So there is the angle of depression. Depression means he will lower his sight to see the boat, which is B. B from E, B from E, B from E, his eye at E. From the horizontal, he lowers his sight and you will see the point B. 30 degrees. Now the angle of depression is given. For the other case, which is point A, the pilot will draw a horizontal line, and from the horizontal line, he will lower his sight 60 degrees in order to spot the point A. you know about the altitude, which is the height. Okay? Now he wants the distance of B from A. We have to draw a right angle triangle, two right angle triangles actually. The first right angle triangle is this purple one, and we'll highlight it with the purple. Actually, we are trying to deal with a right angle as much as we can. Okay? And there is also another right angle triangle, which is the orange one. This up there, here, the bigger one. Now we have two triangles, but we know nothing except the height, which is 6 kilometers. Take care that we are trying to deal with a right angle in both of them, in the purple one and in the orange one. Remember, we took an idea like that in the previous video of Pythagoras Theorem, which is a triangle inside a triangle. So now we need to know this fact and apply it. Two horizontals are parallel, alternate angles are equal. It's like a Z shape, so this angle will be 30 degrees. Again, for the other triangle, alternate angles are equal. And you see this 60 degrees, the purple one. So this angle will be 60 degrees. First of all, you have to find the location of the angle of depression and concentrate when you find it. And then you can just shift it to the other alternate angle. It will be easier for you. Now about the purple triangle, we need to find this distance from here to here. We call it x. Okay. For the orange triangle, we need to find this orange distance from here to here. We can call it y. And then, in order to find AB, yes, what will you do? Subtract. Correct. Now, who will answer the first part, which is the purple triangle? I prefer you extract the triangle, write all information on it. It will make it easier for you to start everything without any mistake. Okay, this is 6 kilometers, and this is x, and this is 60. What is 60 degrees? What is the relation between the two sides and the angle? The relation is opposite, adjacent. So it's tan. You will write tan 60 equals opposite over adjacent. And then you will write the invisible one and sing fraction, fraction, multiplication. X equals a long dash divided by the number connected to x, which is 1060. And here is 1 multiplied by 6. You just write using the fraction button 6 divided by 1060. I'm reminding you 6 divided by 1060. I'm reminding you the mode of the calculator should be always in degrees. So x will be 3.4641. What about saving it? I'll write it here in kilometer because this 6 is kilometer. How to store? We have here shift store A. Now the answer is inside the store, which we name it A. Can you see my screen? Now about the orange triangle. I prefer extracting it, writing all information. To be very easy. And we are trying to make less risky. Now this is y, and this is the small angle, which is 30 degrees. What is the relation between the opposite and the adjacent? It is tan. This 6 is the opposite. This y is the adjacent. So the relation is tan. And 30 equals opposite over adjacent. As usual, we put here an invisible one, and then y equals a long dash divided by the number connected to y, which is tan 30. And here is 1 multiplied by 6. So we'll divide 6 divided by tan 30. It will be 10.3923 kilometers. Take my advice, don't cut. Try to store your values. You have 9 stores on your calculator, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, and X, and Y, and M. 9 stores. Now we stored one in the store A. Now we need to find the distance AB, which is Y minus X. This Y, we click the button answer. This X, we click the button alpha A. Okay, so now it is answer minus alpha A. You will get, but you will write it, of course. Show the examiner that you are subtracting 10.39 minus 3.46. But to get the accuracy of the examiner, better to store it. Okay, the answer will be 6.93 kilometers. That's all for today. Thank you. See you in the next video.